You have information about the missing Qunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all. But that is neither here nor there.
Has anyone reported this to the Qunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
The Arishok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arishok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Qun of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Qunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent. But there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing?
The Qunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Qunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Qunari from his weapon.
So where would you start, if you were the starting type?
I would begin with the most obvious failure. It's clear the city guard has no excuse for allowing this, unless they were involved.
Have any failed to report?
Several. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The Hanged Man.
Hanged Man.
Even I know that. Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is.
Good day, Sirrah.
Enter if you must.
What do you want, Hawke? I have no interest in adding to my distractions.
And yet you sent a delegate to the Viscount.
A brief attempt to educate. If the dwarf had stolen the Sarkamek, it could have been used to show the price of greed. But you know the outcome of that. These fools are determined to be wrong. I won't waste the effort again.
A courtesy, Arishok. The delegate and his guards are missing.
Anyone else, and those words would have been their last. You are handling this, not your buffoon of a Viscount.
I am.
Then I will wait. But know this, the provocations we have suffered have worked. If this is not resolved, I can fulfill my duty to the Qun with far less annoyance by sifting through rubble.
You know, I think we were under enough pressure without the help.
You're doing well for yourself.
That's right, pal. Tonight I'm paid and blessed, and all I had to do was turn my head. To all my friends. Hey, step back. I know important people. We're gonna show this city what to do with heathen Oxman.
Guard Captain, would you like to have a word with your man?
Guard captain?
Who?
What?
Who?
Who what? I don't...
Who bought you? Who bought the honor of a proud guard of Kirkwall and made him a drunken Mabari bitch?
I don't know. He was a Templar, I swear. He had the seal of the Grand Cleric and everything. It's true.
The penalty for abandoning your post is 10 days on the wall. I expect you to report in the morning. There's your answer. A Templar.
With the Grand Cleric's seal, no less. Well done.
Anything interesting happening around town?
The man was a drunk. Surely you don't think Grand Cleric Elthina is funding zealots?
It's a careful chat about missing Qunari.
Keep an open mind, Hawke. Elthina isn't behind this.
The Grand Cleric, please. Tell her it concerns the Qunari.
Sarah Hawke.
Sister Patrice.
Mother Patrice. Time has changed us both. Grand Cleric Elfina cannot grant an audience to just anyone. What do you want?
Funny how you and issues with the Qunari seem to go together.
And you always assume their side. I was naive when last we met. I did not want you dead, but I felt a death was necessary. That may be too fine a point for you to understand, but you must admit, you came out the better for it.
A Templar may have misjudged an order and abused the Grand Cleric's authority.
I assure you, the Templars would never embarrass the Chantry, at risk of the Knight Commander's wrath.
Men were hired for the righteous task of kidnapping a Qunari delegate. A pause that says you knew. But does her grace?
The Grand Cleric trusts her stewards to enact the wishes of the Maker.
It sounds like you've been bad. This will shock her grace, no doubt.
Stubborn. All right, Sarah Hawke. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something. The Templar you seek is a radical who has grown unreliable. Confronting him may do us all a favor.
And he is what to you?
He is my former bodyguard, Ser Von L. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I invite you, Sarah Hawke. Come see the unrest these Qunari have inspired.
Need I say I'm skeptical?
It's her game for the moment.
Yes?
Is it like you thought? It's nice, isn't it? He seems nice.
Yes, he's very nice.
I know, and you're so cute when you're with him. Not like normal you at all.
Haven't you got something unholy to do?
No, we're following Hawke. That's important too.
Easy place to get cornered.
Patrice is here somewhere.
Ugh.
Do not fear them. They die like any animal.
And with that, I'm done.
Qunari hold no real power. They are absent from the eyes of the Maker.
Like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Sir Varnell!
Take a knee, faithful. The Chantry blesses us.
You claim a blessing when you have used the authority of the Grand Cleric so openly? You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember Sirrah Hawke? The Qunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
You want a fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
Righteous! Destroy them!
I'm getting overwhelmed!
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
Madness! Madness!
Yes, Excellency.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements. Oh, it could not be worse.
Her Grace had no knowledge of this affair. I trust she will deal with it swiftly.
You killed them? All of them?
A mother serving the Grand Cleric allowed this to happen.
Are you quite sure? She held a blade with them? Told them to fight you?
No, I cannot say that.
Of course not. Blasted mother. You have no idea the storm these allegations would cause. It would destroy what support I do have.
This may have scared her off. She claimed this was not her intention.
Well, that is something. I will make my inquiries, gently, and you should be careful in your associations. For now, we have other problems. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Qunari in this state. Sirrah Hawke, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare. I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
Hello, Mother Patrice.
Sirrah Hawke, it is good to see you. The shame that Varnell brought his order is most unfortunate.
The shame he brought?
Praise the Maker that you were his champion in that dark place.
You knew exactly what was going to happen in there.
Hawke, you're standing between the righteous and the heretical. You're not going to make friends.
I'd settle for being able to trust the people I already know.
I gave you what you wanted at considerable cost. Varnell is more manageable as a martyr, but his loss will be felt. You have avenged heretical Qunari with human blood. Surely that is good enough for you.
You're no more satisfied than I am.
Varnell was a fool, but the facts remain. An offense to the Maker goes unchallenged. I will give you no further cause to shame the Chantry today, but we will have this argument again. The Viscount's incompetence all but guarantees it.
Sometimes you just know trouble is coming. A Starkhaven called for its lost prince, Sebastian. Would you give up if the city has moved on?
Like Ferelden moved on after Kalen.
You've been reading.
It's a good tale. I'm inspired by the Warden Alistair, but I doubt that's how you see me. I don't intend to let anyone die restoring me to my place, Aveline. The risks are mine, and that will have to satisfy.
It was well said, I give you that. We'll see.
So you could not rescue my delegate, but you killed those responsible. How do you explain the condition of their bodies?
A fanatic used them to incite others of his kind.
I accept that.
I expected worse.
I have seen every vice and weakness of your kind, and how few of you take responsibility. Your Viscount remains a fool, but you are not. Panahedan, Hawke. I will keep one good thought about your kind.